So at this point, wouldn't we really like to know what's going on inside memory? I mean, we have several classes. We have node.java, which creates the little links in the chain, right? So for my linked list, so it's every single node together, you know, right here. And then we put them together with a simple list, which goes and puts the nodes together. And you know, I show you how they are linked, but you know, you may believe me or not, right? That that's the way they work. And we can print the list. So, and then we have the manager, which creates a list, a my list object, you know, a simple list object. And then it's with the list, it adds nodes. Okay. So keep the functionality of the node, which is just one particular chain in the link, with the list, which manages what's in the front, what's in the back, and it's adding them. This basically just creates the little nodes. This adds them and checks how you can access each one of them. And then the list manager, which is just basically the manager, the driver of everything here. So I am adding 3 nodes. And after I do that, I print the list. So let's take a look. Let's just save it. Let's compile it. And let's run the thing to see how it works, right? So I'm going to clear this, and then we're going to run it. And I have that the list size is 3, and I printed them just like they are. But you know what? This is really kind of not showing me what's going on. So I'm going to give you a little insight on a tool that JGrasp provides for us to see how the link is actually created. That's why I added these stop signs. Okay, the most important one being this one, because when that stops right there, I am going to show you, I mean, actually JGrasp is going to show you how the list is actually created. So in order for me to do that, I need to compile my code first of all, make sure everything's cool, right? So I already did that. And I am going to go back here at the bottom and click on Workbench. I mean, you cannot see it because my recording, let's see if I can move this down. I cannot. Well, my workbench is here, and when you click on Workbench right here, down here, you're going to get this, and you're going to see this white canvas, which I am going to click on, and it's going to appear right here. Okay, so here is my canvas right there, and I'm going to see my code running, and it's going to stop right in there. And we saw something similar. You know, we had been using different tools from JGrasp. So what I'm going to do is that instead of running with the running man, I'm going to run with the bug. Okay, so that I can debug this. So I'm going to click it in here, and when it stops in here, I am creating my list. So I'm going to go here and grab my list and drop it right here. Okay, so I'm going to drop it in there. I'm going to make this a little bigger, right? And let's see what happens with the list. So I'm going to be able to actually see the list grow as the code is running. I'm going to see it running here, and I'm going to see the list be implemented. So I'm going to click play, and let's see. Right here, front and back are null. That's why they are showing nothing, right? But look, when I create the first element, front and back are both pointing to it, as I mentioned before, right? So after that, I create next, and it's 20. You saw how it was also at the bottom, and now back is also pointing at it. And when I create the next one, it's going to be created out here, is not part of the list, and boom, it becomes part of the list, and back continues in there. We see that as denoting null, and I am printing with cursor, which I'm going to explain in a minute. So I'm printing my variables, and once I am out of there, I am done, and that's when the code ends. Okay, I'm going to close this, and I don't want to see the edits. Okay, so let's take a look at how the list was printed. Okay, but I am going to do it in the next video. That way, this video is more than anything to show you how to look at the viewer.